Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monday night. It is approximately 8:02 Central Standard Time. Do you know where your children are? Because good God, I hope they're not listening to this podcast because it's about to get fucking crazy. All right, here we go. Boys, welcome back to the Burp. How have you been? It is another Monday with the fellas. So I got to ask how you guys are doing. Luca, how was your how was this last week for you?
Microphone check 1, 2, 3. Tuning into what's hot like a cup of tea. The Burp is live. It's time to feast with BLT icon, bringing you the heat. Static on the dial and the crackle in the air. Feeling like a rebel in the days wear and tear. The BLT icons pouring out the noise. Tuning into the Burp.
I'm so glad that football's back. It's only preseason, but I'm just glad it's back. And when you can watch another sport that your team's still in the hunt in, like baseball, it's a great day to be a sports fan.
All right. Bildo, how you doing? How was your week since we last seen you?
Doing swell. And if you ask for the children now, they're probably in Luca's rickety van.
Damn.
Wow.
Did you have the taco sign up again? Because I almost jumped in last time too. Free tacos, I'm there. Luca, that was to you. You were supposed to
free
say,
tacos.
no, I don't have the
Must be lagging again.
No, I just didn't know the reference. I was like, oh, free
No,
tacos.
okay. Have you not seen like a free taco van for fat guys like me and other people to just look, ooh, I'll go in that really creepy rickety van and get free tacos and get kidnapped?
Yeah, like instead of candy, it's tacos.
No, they give me tacos and tell me to go away. Like, we don't want you. Get the heck out of here, man. Like, free tacos. All right.
Do you guys remember a while ago we had those like creepy killer clowns coming out of the forest?
I do.
I live in the desert, man.
Wow, bro. Okay, so it got a little weird here. It finally got to the point where it's like, you know what? If a clown invites me in, I'm just going.
Mhm.
Let's see what's gonna happen. So anyway, all right. So Luca, we missed on the van thing. So let's talk more about something that you know. Okay, like what are you drinking?
Glad you mentioned that because that's a beer I'm opening up.
All right,
I'm gonna stick with the nice Miller Lite.
Miller Lite. That a boy. That's 2 weeks in a row with the beer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Billy.
No more UTI. Or Billy talking trash saying I have a UTI when I drink vodka.
When in Rome. Got Busch Latte tonight. In my Milwaukee Brewers / Wisconsin license plate koozie.
Nice.
That is a pretty sick koozie. I'm gonna steal that on Labor Day weekend. Take it
You
home.
ain't stealing shit.
Watch me.
All right, I'm also doing beer, but it's still the real American beer because I am absolutely in love with this right now. Takes me back to being a drunken young adult and tastes just like campfire nights.
Yeah,
So-
there you go. Maybe passing out on a pool table, being fed pizza while you're passing
Bro.
out.
Oh my! I have that picture. You know what?
You know how many times? Okay, I gotta change this up for a second.
Wait,
The
did you kiss me
Brewers-
that night?
No,
Why do I feel like you licked me? One of you licked me.
fair licked you.
I wasn't there.
Real quick, gotta bring this up. Milwaukee Brewers, they got everybody George Webb's. They got the burgers.
Yeah.
I just want to bring up how many times T West got us kicked out of George Webb's for passing out for being too drunk.
once. I think I got you guys kicked out of there, and I think I
Yeah.
ended up in the women's bathroom as well, and that didn't help my case.
Yeah,
So-
you were puking all over. It was
I
a good
had no
time.
idea. Was I puking or was I just not knowing where I was going?
I don't know, but you
Okay.
guys kicked out. I didn't get my burger.
Well, anyway, for those of you who don't know, George Webb's is giving away free hamburgers because the Brewers did win 12 in a row. So if anyone is around some George Webb's locations, I think we're down to 4. But if anyone's around, go on Wednesday, August 20th between 2 and 6 p.m. to get your free hamburgers from George Webb's.
We're talking like going back in the past.
Yeah. So
That's awesome. Did you guys go get your burgers?
I just said they're coming August 20th.
Jesus Christ, look at
Oh, wait.
Bro,
The 18th. Oh, fuck.
bro. Well, okay, I want to bring this up because we're having some issues with Luca right now. let's just stick with the Brewers for just a second. What a historic run that was. 14 straight wins for the Milwaukee Brewers. Brand new record for the guys. Never been done for us before. We've only done 13, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. We also did win today by beating the Cubs 7-0 by throwing a 2-hit shutout. Freddie Peralta, with his league leading 15th win. We're going to talk about this later because I got to ask you guys maybe next week. Cy Young Award, Paul Skeens versus Freddie Peralta. Keep that in the back burner. But I want to get you guys' thoughts on that. But not today, because today we're going to start off really hot and heavy, and it's our favorite episode of all. Well, favorite thing to do in episodes, I should say, is the franchise.
Get naked. Or
that. Man, Luca, I don't know what to say today. Are you okay if we do or do you want to get naked first?
Franchise bench cut. Let's do it.
Franchise bench cut naked? Now you've got me
Next time.
Okay. All right. So this time we're going to do a clothed version of franchise bench cut. Okay. Let's do it with wide receivers. Current day, in their prime, right now, wide receivers. You ready? Okay. Let's start with you here. We're going to franchise bench cut Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and CeeDee Lamb.
Ooh.
Go ahead. Who you got?
Right off the bat, you got to franchise Jamar Chase. Got to franchise him.
Okay.
Now the next two are tough. You can't throw the ball to yourself, and so for that, I'm gonna choose CeeDee Lamb. It's unfortunate that Dak got hurt, but I think we just don't know about JJ McCarthy and what he can do on the field when it counts. I know Jefferson created an amazing Sam Darnold last year and had amazing stats, but I don't know how that's going to translate this year. So I would safely keep CeeDee Lamb and cut Jefferson. If we're just talking about overall, I would still cut Jefferson because he's a Vike Queen.
Okay. All right, Billy, let's get your thoughts on this one. Franchise bench cut with Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, that's hard. So I differ from Luca. I agree with Luca in the sense of I'm franchising Jamar Chase for sure.
Okay.
I am benching Justin Jefferson and I'm cutting CeeDee Lamb. Did you see CeeDee Lamb running down the sidelines and collide with a ref?
No, I did not.
He
did that?
He was on the sideline just hanging out and throwing up signs or whatever and being like, yeah, let's go Cowboys. And then the ref took him out and then threw the flag at him too. Gave him a flag because he was on field or he was in the way or something like that, too close to the field and everything like that. Oh, it was hilarious.
Yeah. So that's my choice because you can't get rid of Jamar Chase. I mean, the number one overall wide receiver, if you're looking at rankings. I do agree with Luca that Jefferson has nobody throwing the ball to him, but he can make it happen. He's one of the best to do it. If you look at the stats he put up, and he's on pace to beat or at least be on the same level as Randy Moss. You can't get rid of him. And CeeDee Lamb, Cowboys are going to cowboy. I can get rid of that whole team.
Dang. Okay. All right. We're getting rid of
team.
All the
Albuquerque Cowboys. There you go.
Hey, let me ask you guys both a question here about the Dallas Cowboys this year. So we're as a group here, we're not going deep into teams and we're projections for this year, but I do, because we brought up the Cowboys, I want to know what you guys are thinking. How are the Cowboys going to do with a relatively unproven coordinator as a new head coach with, is it Brian Schottenheimer? Is that his name? How do you guys think the Cowboys are going to do this year? Are they going to be better without McCarthy? Or are they going to be worse without McCarthy and this new? What do you think? Luca, tell me your thoughts on what you think the Cowboys, just high level, what they're going to do this year.
All depends on whether Dak stays healthy, really. If Dak is out, I only expect 6 wins. If Dak's in, they can, That offense, they got Pickens and they got CeeDee Lamb. Pickens stops like drop kicking people and getting in fights. Could be good. They don't have a proven running back, but they got a couple of them. Maybe one will finally explode behind that awesome offense. Who knows? But I mean, the offense is going to carry, and the defense. I mean, the defense isn't bad. Just last year, you could tell they gave up. So I don't know if Dak stays healthy. I think they could be a 9-10 win team. Easy.
All right, Billy, what are your thoughts?
Disagree.
Ooh.
Okay, all right.
Maybe the same song and dance. This is our year. Cowboys are going to Super Bowl. They're Super Bowl bound. 500, missed the playoffs. Cowboys are going to cowboy.
So they're going to go 8-1.
Sure.
Who's the tie against?
Your mom.
All right.
Okay, they'll be give or take around 500. Jesus.
All right.
Your mom.
Your mom. That's
guys.
awesome. Okay, no, I wanted to get you guys' thoughts because there's been a lot of negativity regarding their new head coach, Coach Schottenheimer. I think it's Brian. I just don't know his first name. But there's been a lot of negative talk around him, just not being he kind of was a surprise. Jerry Jones just picked him. Maybe he's good, maybe not. I'm just curious. The one thing I will say to that is looking at that division, they're going to be fighting for third with the New York Giants, I think, because you got the Eagles and you got the Commanders. Both teams were in the NFC Championship game last year, and I don't think they got worse. So,
right.
I mean, Washington may take a step back. Jaden Daniels may have that sophomore slump. So maybe Washington has a worse year. I don't know. But we're going to talk about a Washington commander here in a little bit. But I do want to get back to the wide receivers real quick. So I took us off on a tangent on the Cowboys. But getting back to the wide receivers here, you guys franchised Jamar Chase, and you guys were flip-flopping with CeeDee Lamb and Justin Jefferson for benching and cutting. Did we miss anybody? Let me throw out a couple names for you guys and maybe work from there. Did we miss like an A.J. Brown? Did we miss a Tyreek Hill, Puka Nacua? Somebody on TikTok was yelling at us because we didn't have in Lad McConkey in that list. So did we miss any of those guys? Let me know your thoughts. I'll start with Billy this time. Let's start with you.
Oh, man. Yeah, we probably did. Probably shouldn't have had Puka in there because, as some comments said, he's not all white. So, whatever.
Oops.
How many times do we have to say it? We're not experts, but we have microphones. All right. Give us a break. All right.
We're experts.
Yeah. Let's see. Who's our options? AJ Brown.
Yep. AJ Brown, Tyreek Hill, Puka, Lad McConkey, anyone, others.
I like AJ Brown. I worry about him a little bit because he can't really stay healthy. So I kind of would lean away from him depending on. So who would you have him replace in franchise bench cut? Have him replace like CeeDee Lamb? Then easy for me. I'm cutting AJ Brown, and I'm still rolling with franchising Chase, benching Jefferson. AJ Brown, I like him, but like I said, he's injury prone.
Okay. All right. No, that's a good take. I was curious what your thoughts were. Anything else?
I mean, I love Tyreek, but it just depends if he's smacking his wife around or not, and how he's going to play. If he's getting arrested before the game.
Yeah. That's yes.
And he has scrambled.
Football was so tough last year because of that.
And he has Tua throwing the ball, and he's got scrambled egg brain, so it's hard when you have that. It's you don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, Tua turn the ball over is not going to get him as many shots as Patrick Mahomes did. So yeah. Luca, what are your thoughts? Did we miss anybody in that franchise bench cut wide receiver range?
For this year, no. For next year, if we do this exact same thing and these same guys show up like Ladd, Nabiers, Puka, I think the NFL is stacked. These guys are next man up. If Jameson Williams wasn't in Detroit, I would throw Amon-Ra out there.
Yeah. I think you could throw Malik Neighbors in there right now, though, honestly.
Yeah. But, I mean, he has a better quarterback this year. I get that. He did get injured towards the end of the year. He was out a couple games. But For me, it's just I just need one more year of these guys, and I'm totally all about them. I like them. I would totally take a chance on them to have another breakout season this year for fantasy football. And yeah, let's hope for the best.
Okay. Okay. Thoughts then, you two, on two possible newcomers. I think probably the most highly touted wide receivers in this year's draft, maybe Travis Hunter and Matthew Golden. Any thoughts on those guys being in that list of newcomers? You guys were just talking about that Malik Neighbors. You were talking about that Brian Thomas Jr., those kind of guys. What do you think about those guys having a rookie impact? Billy, go ahead and start us off.
Thinking. Do I say something snarky or not? Like
Yes.
Travis Hunter is going to be wiped out by his wife and taking all his money.
Yes.
Just kidding. I think Travis Hunter's got potential. How can you not hype up someone who's a Heisman Trophy winner?
Yeah.
Was he the first
Easy.
overall pick? Right?
Second overall pick.
Who was first again? I'm stupid. Was it Shooter?
No,
It was Cam Ward.
It was not Shooter.
It can't work.
Cam Ward. We
Cam
literally
Ward.
just did a franchise bench cut with
That's right.
number one quarterback.
Yes.
Yeah. Travis Hunter could be that guy. I mean, partnering with Brian Thomas there in Duval. Sure, I can definitely see that. I definitely think there's hype around him for a reason.
Okay. Luca, anything from you?
I mean, out of the rookies, I think McMillan, now that they got more wide receivers, Bryce Young has a little bit more under his belt, a little bit more help. Chuba Hubbard, I think they know is going to be their number one. I think it opens up a lot for him. He's going to have the number 2 corner on him. I could see that going good. Matthew Golden's only showing that he's green and gold and catching everything. He's going to help our drop problem, I think.
I think so.
And then Travis Hunter, I've seen his route running. He's got to pick a position, man. He cannot play offense and defense. I don't want to be that naysayer and say he can't do both, but I'm going to say he can't do both. And in the words of T. West, prove me wrong. Because just from what I've seen in the preseason, got to pick one or the other.
Okay. I mean, that's a fair thought process. It's a hot take. Pick one. So, which one should he pick, Luca?
Oh, cornerback. His route running looks horrible. Like, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Okay. Billy, which one should Travis Hunter pick?
Wide receiver. He can be coached. He's young. He's got the athleticism to him. He's not at the point where you can't teach an old dog new tricks. He's a young dog. He can be trained. I'm saying wide receiver.
All right. So this is gonna, just because we're going off on a tangent again. Deion Sanders played both ways. Do you think Travis Hunter is another or as good as Deion Sanders? Yeah. All right. That's. I mean,
but was it 2 ways for Deion kick returner and cornerback?
Well, he played some wide receiver when he was in Dallas.
Did he? Okay.
And that was, after his career had already been kicked off for a few years. So, but yeah, he did do a lot of punt returning, things like that. Punt return, kick return. But he did play wide receiver and cornerback in Dallas for sure.
Gotcha. I don't see him touching Deion level.
Okay. That's what I was wondering. Because I mean, Deion primetime was in a whole nother level. Do we think Travis Hunter is in that level? Or
so I think he could be. I don't think he will be, though, because I think he'll eventually be told we need to work on one. I just think with how many players now are blowing their Achilles or blowing their ACLs, I don't think they want to risk him playing both sides of the ball and not getting a break. Right. I mean, how tragic would it be if he turns out to be a star wide receiver, then suddenly he's playing corner and he blows out his Achilles? I don't know. I think they're going to try to limit that.
Okay. No, that's a very good point. Glad you brought that up. That's a hot take as well. So, all right. Well, since we're still focused on wide receivers here, we talked about a lot of guys. Luca, I did hear you bring up a Jameson Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown. So both those guys are from the Detroit Lions, right? We did talk about Justin Jefferson from the Vikings. We've talked about Matthew Golden now from the Packers, which they also have Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson. They have a really good wide receiver room. But we also need to talk about DJ Moore and Roma Dunze from the Bears. And all this is encompassing, does the NFC North have the best wide receivers in the NFL? Let me know your guys' thoughts. Again, the NFC North with those names I just rattled off. Luca, what do you think? Do you think they have the best wide receiver division in the NFL?
Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah. There's so many other divisions that there's just one team where it's that bad. Well, maybe the NFC East, because if you keep Scary Terry there, you have AJ Brown, you got CeeDee Lamb, oof, all three studs, and then like maybe yours. No, I'm gonna say no, that right there,
Okay.
NFC East, that right there. Those four way better.
All right, that's fair. Billy, your thoughts?
Luca makes a good point, but just for the sake of argument, I'm going to say I think the NFC North can hold its own.
Okay.
I mean, that's hard. But Amon-Ra is good. Williams good. You have still Justin Jefferson. You mentioned Christian Watson. I'm not really sold on him yet.
No.
Okay.
Not
He has
sold
to
on
stay
him
healthy.
Yet. Yeah, he needs to learn how to catch too.
Oh, dang.
I mean, to be fair, he did have whatever it was, the touchdowns, leading the league with whatever it was that one year, but not consistent enough for this stubborn ass Packers fan. That's a hard question, but I'm going to say the NFC North.
Okay.
Can I say something about it real quick?
No.
Okay.
NFC North.
All right, go ahead, Luca. Then I just got one more thing I want to add to the whole division.
Okay.
Go ahead, Luca.
I find it hard to I want to just say Matthew Golden right off the bat is going to be like Neighbors right off the bat, right? Neighbors.
I don't know.
And then
It's Malik Neighbors, but you have Shooter.
I can't get behind Chicago. I just think Caleb Williams is going to drag down the wide receivers so bad that you're going to be like, well, maybe he's not as good as what we thought he was. Like DJ Moore isn't as good as what we thought he was. Roan, maybe he's not as good as what we thought he was because of that quarterback.
DJ Moore was good in the Panthers, though, too.
Yeah,
he was. Thank you, Steve Smith, for that.
Right, but the talent is there,
mm-hmm.
which is why I keep leaning towards the NFC North.
Okay.
All right, so let me ask you this question. I'm going to throw one more division in there, and I want to see your thoughts on it. Okay, so let's go to the AFC North. All right, so in the AFC North, you have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Right. So that's on the Bengals. You have Zay Flowers on the Ravens. You have Jerry Jeudy on the Browns. And now you have DK Metcalf on the Steelers. I mean, I know there's a few other. Gabe Davis is visiting the Steelers right now. There's thoughts. So do you think the AFC North has, just with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins alone, that's kind of worthy of being in that upper echelon of divisions? What are your thoughts on the AFC North? I mean, is there just not enough depth compared to the other divisions for a wide receiver, or what are we thinking?
I say yes, the depth. I think it falls off right after those names you said.
Okay. All right.
Luka. I mean, DK's a beast. There's no doubt. It's just whether Aaron Rodgers' arm gets it there, or if he has to go to that wonderful backup, Billy's BFF.
Mason.
Yeah. Like I said, Jerry Jeudy can't throw the ball to himself. I don't know. Like,
Okay.
It's good. It's a real good division. It's just they need a little help.
Okay. I just wanted to get you guys' thoughts on that because I think there's a lot of really good wide receivers in the NFL currently. And I was just curious how we would have ranked them maybe by divisions. So I personally agree. I think that the NFC North might be stronger than the NFC East currently. I mean, and Jordan Addison on the Vikings provides another name for the Vikings there, although I dislike the Vikings. But, there's a lot going on for these teams in the NFC North, and I will personally put them ahead of the NFC East. But I do agree the NFC East is right there as well. So
I don't know how you guys like. I want everybody to just be like, I don't know what these other two guys are talking about. NFC East is it. I mean, because you can say Devonta Smith. You
Devontae
could.
Smith, yeah.
You can't even pronounce their
Devontae
names, let alone.
It's okay.
You know, all I do is put the sticker up on the board. That's all I care about.
But I
Have it
don't
in my
know. The NFC North, you have more of a, dynamic duo effect there, and one goes down, it's next man up easily.
Oh, you're gonna say Debo's not solid anymore? No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I did forget that Debo is with Washington now, and well, let's talk about this quick because now Terry McLaurin sounds like he wants to get out of there. Let me ask you a question. Okay, we're pretty good at this now. What if Terry McLaurin demands a trade, okay, out of Washington, and I'm going to bring up a couple more names for you too. I'm going to bring up Shea Hendrickson, and I'm going to bring up Micah Parsons. But if Terry McLaurin would ask for a trade out of Washington, is there a destination for him that would maybe put that team as a potential Super Bowl contender right away just by adding Terry McLaurin?
Wait. Are you baiting us into saying what we want to say?
I do bait a lot.
And picking between one of these three guys.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's start with Terry McLaurin, and then we'll move on.
Okay.
Billy, let's start with you. I want to get your thoughts on Terry McLaurin. Because I think he requested a trade out of Washington, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So there to trade him. Where does he go?
Well, right away, as a Packers fan, I always go like, "Oh, how would we do in the Packers?" So that's where my mind always goes.
Sure.
It's like, "Oh, cool. I would love to have someone like that. Would he fit the dynamic? Would he fit the chemistry? Would Jordan Love overthrow him? Would he fit in with the other receivers?" Man. So you're saying where he would go? Where would he go? Where he'd fit in?
Or where he could maybe make that team from a probable playoff contender? Could he bump them into that Super Bowl contention?
I gotta think about this. Come back to me on that.
All right, Luca, let's see what you got.
I'm gonna say Buffalo Bills. They paid Shakir a little bit, but I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that he stepped up and he's a true number one. Buffalo. Could you imagine if they just gave Tom Brady a number one wide receiver like Randy Moss? Could you imagine if they just gave Josh Allen a number one wide receiver like Scary Terry?
Yeah, that could be a good combo there.
That's got like Super Bowl written all over it.
The Bills are not far away, and yeah, if you gave them a deep threat, that'd be pretty unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got one.
Okay,
I had to
what you
think
got?
for a little bit. What about the Ravens?
Okay. I was wondering about that one.
All Lamar Jackson jokes aside, dude has a cannon. He can throw it.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have a solid. I mean, you have Zay Flowers, and then you have Mark Andrews, who fucked them.
Yeah, a little bit.
To have a dynamic superstar wide receiver, like just a big name like Scary Terry,
Mm-hmm.
he could do some damage on that team. And then with all jokes aside, with Lamar, the ability to run, and then you still have Derrick Henry in the backfield, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be a nice trio.
You can't doubt like Scary Terry's like on-field IQ and how he you could see Lamar running down the field, and it's always funny when those guys throw up their arms and they take two defenders all the way down the field with them. That's Scary Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Who did that all the time last year for Daniels.
Yeah. And
Can you imagine with Lamar?
It'd be incredible. And that's the thing too. That just also goes to show you how good your quarterback needs to at least be, because Scary Terry was overshadowed by just not a good roster of quarterbacks in his time in Washington, which is going to circle all the way back to the franchise bench cut, which is why maybe I agree with Luca now. Maybe you do get rid of Jefferson, but he busted out and had an awesome year because of Jane Daniels. So you put him with someone like Lamar, yeah, I could see it. I can also see Buffalo, like what Lucas said. They would finally get over. They would finally get over that hump and beat the Chiefs in the playoffs and get to the Super Bowl for sure.
TOS, you got a team?
So, Billy, you literally just said them.
Ooh.
The Chiefs. Could you not see the Chiefs trying to reload? Because they're going to be out. Is Rashee Rice? Is he out yet? Like, is he going to be suspended for a while?
No, the guy just got like 30 days in jail, and he's allowed to go to all the practices, or he's allowed to play on the games.
Yeah, I think he'll get
it's such BS. It's like work release.
But so say Rashee Rice, right? Still kind of unproven. Xavier Worthy was a rookie last year. So why not bring in a Terry McLaurin and ramp up for Patrick Mahomes to just sling that ball down the field? Because now you got somebody that can go deep. Well, they all go
Hollywood
deep.
Brown.
Yeah, okay. But none of those guys are really number ones, right? I just don't see them as number ones, where if you had Terry McLaurin, you have a true number one in Kansas City. I was trying to think about it. I don't see them trading to an NFC team. I think they want to get him out of the conference. And I just kind of automatically went to like, well, you're the Chiefs getting another wide receiver, So that was my – but
watch him go to the Raiders.
You know what? They could use another wide receiver, couldn't they?
They could.
I wouldn't hate
does that
put
them into playoffs? No. Man, I think that's what they want. That's what Washington wants.
And I think, I think that's what we were talking about this. Like, what teams can get with Terry McLaurin elevated to Super Bowl contenders again? And I think those are the ones that we picked. So I think we did good there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's we got two other guys up here. We got Trey Hendrickson from the Bengals, and we got Micah Parsons from the Cowboys. Which one do you guys want first?
On Green Bay?
Well, no, I'm just saying, who do you want to talk about first? Let's talk about Micah Parsons, because Luca, you said on Green Bay. I like the idea, but I want to hear from you guys. Where does a good fit, or out of those two guys, we'll just say this. Okay, I'm going to switch it up on you. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. Between Trey Hendrickson and Micah Parsons, if the Packers were to trade for one of those two guys, which one would get them over the hump and back to the Super Bowl? Luca, go.
Oh, obvious as to who would take them over the hump to the Super Bowl, but I mean, you got to think of true Packer form. We don't want to give up too much to get that guy. I think Trey is a great guy who's due some money, and we could work a very Packer-friendly salary for him. And I don't think we give up as much now because they've been trying to shop this guy for a good little bit. There hasn't been any takers. I think at this point, it's getting too close to the season. They're like, all right, I think we got to move him, and maybe we only get a third-round pick. Great. Maybe the Packers, I mean, with these huge-ass contracts coming on up, it's tough. It's tough to give them that big deal and fork up that money. But, hey, I mean, if we got the cap space, we got the cap space.
Okay.
It'd be nice to have a pass rusher that, once again, is proven because Lucas Van Ness, I don't think he's it.
I got a follow-up for you on that one. But, Billy, I want to hear from you. What are you thinking here?
Yeah.
Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, tell us more, Billy.
I was testing you. I had to mute it because I was bitching about Lucas saying, "Oh, this motherfucker." Because I agree with him. I think Micah Parsons will be a good jolt for what the Packers defense need. I agree that Van Ness probably isn't the guy. So let's bring in someone that's proven. Yeah, let's do it. I like it.
Oh, I love that, Micah. But, Jerry Jones wants way too much for him.
So I did hear, and this is again the rumor mill, that, and you can believe everything you hear on the internet. Abraham Lincoln told us we could. So I'm choosing to believe that the Packers did offer a trade for Micah Parsons.
Really?
Now, what I heard was that it was a 1, a 2, and a talented defensive player. Mm-hmm. Now, that being a 1-for-1 replacement, Micah Parsons for Luca Van Ness, and then the Packers sending a 1 and a 2 to Dallas. I don't know. I'm not upset about that. The only thing that, we got to watch out for is Micah Parsons' contract. But I'm not upset losing a 1 and a 2 and Lucas Van Ness for Micah Parsons. Not mad at that at all.
I would change that up even a little bit more. I'd go a 1 and a 4 and give him Rashawn Gary so we can unload that contract. And then we could get Micah Parsons at like his deal. So,
okay, I mean,
if you want a real GM, give me a call.
I would say, but so Rashawn Gary has proven himself in the NFL. He's a Pro Bowler, right? He had a little bit of a down year
but
last
he also
year.
has a contract.
Yeah, we gave him a contract.
Mm-hmm. So if we unload that contract for a guy who's towards the end of that contract, and we re-up with a younger,
but
better,
then you still have Lucas Van Ness on the other side. Why would you not want to have Rashawn Gary on one side?
He's on a rookie
Parsons
contract.
on the other.
He's on a rookie contract.
Yeah,
we'll draft somebody next year.
See, this is where I don't think I want you as the Packers GM, sir. Go to the Bears. Absolutely go to the Bears. So
it makes sense. Save money. You're not exploding your entire wad on just this year in potential. It's like, okay, we moved money. We gave them somebody who's going to be okay being there. We didn't have to give up a 1 and a 2. We give up maybe a 1 and a 4, and we got Michael Parsons. Like Lucas Van Ness, he's still on a rookie deal. If you put 2 guys and Rashawn Gary still doesn't show up again this year, and then Michael Parsons is good, it's because our guy, what's his name, Halfley, he loves 4 in the box. That 4 in the box is getting to him for sure. But if you have Micah Parsons, I think Micah Parsons helps Lucas Van Ness a little bit, so he doesn't suck nearly as much. You got to go for that 1-to-1 ratio replacement.
All right. Well, this is good. It's good to see different opinions. I mean, either way, I think Michael Parsons would be a valued asset to the Packers. Any thoughts on? I know, Luke, you talked a little bit about Trey Hendrickson. Billy, anything with him, or you just kind of on the Mike Parsons train?
Yeah, I'm on the Parsons train.
Okay, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. All right, fellas. Well, that was a lot of NFL real quick. So let's do this. Let's talk a little bit about actually, Luca, a little bit more NFL. Didn't you want to talk to us about a bet that you got going on?
Hold on. This isn't fair. There was one more wide receiver that I just realized franchise bench cut. We forgot a guy. We forgot a really good guy who it turns out the Green Bay Packers were going to bring him up, and it just didn't work out.
I can just imagine where this is going. Oh God.
Yeah. Let's throw that up there. I'd just like to take a moment to thank Green Bay for letting me go up there and give it a shot and all. The uniform fit very well for me. They compared me to Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, and Jordy Nelson all mixed into one. But unfortunately, I am way too old. They said that the car I drove on the field wouldn't be legal. Right now.
Yeah, probably not.
So, hey, I think this guy right here could have been top 3. Just gonna throw that out there real quick.
Can we just say that looks nothing like you? That looks more like Travis Kelce than it does Luca.
Well, that was me until AI really messed it up. It gets only worse from here.
Do you prefer right-handed or left-handed footballs when you throw?
Not answering that.
I like square footballs.
I'm removing that.
Oh boy, I don't even know how to follow up with that, man. That's
let's just go into the bet. Let's just go right into the bet. I'm
sorry you didn't make the Green Bay Packers this year, Luca. So
yeah, it turns out you need to have good knees and hands, and I have neither.
Do you think you could jump in the stands if you scored a touchdown? You think you could make it up that wall?
I think I would end up tripping and going headfirst right into the wall, and it would be a meme for the next how many years?
You know,
it would.
guys, we could go up to Lambeau, the Hall of Fame, and we could jump they have where you can jump into the stands there. So
Really?
we should probably do
kinda
that
fun.
sometime.
That'd be kinda
See if we
fun.
can do that.
That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun once I'm not fat.
Oh no, it needs to be when we're fat. I'm fat,
Oh.
and I'm going to do it too.
All right, I got to jump off somebody's back.
You're the tallest one here. We should be jumping off your back.
Yeah.
True. But my back can't handle your weight. So,
Oh, yeah, you're right. I have like gravitational pull, and that hurts a lot of people's backs.
yeah. I'm a little bit spineless too. So, the bet, guys, we put in the bet last week. You know what? We only did a $5 bet, and I think it was to win like 20 some odd dollars for the teams that we thought were not going to make the playoffs. I didn't realize that the Jaguars were only plus like 240 to make the playoffs. That's actually not that bad. It's like you're probably going to be 9-8. They're thinking. I was throwing shade over at Billy because he said the Jets. I was thinking the Jets would be closer. No, not even close. So, yeah, let's hope Jacksonville shits the bed, because other than that, all the other ones are pretty solid that they're not going to hit. So last year, let's talk about quarterbacks. Only 5 quarterbacks hit 30 touchdowns. I was thinking, let's pick the 5 that we think could throw 30.
Okay.
Quarterbacks that can
and
throw
throw
30 touchdowns?
30 touchdowns. Which ones? Because, I mean, you look at the unforeseens, like there was some injuries last year. There's some guys who had down years. There were some guys who exceeded expectations. Who thought Baker was throwing over 40 touchdowns?
Yeah.
Like, is it return of the wide receivers? What do you guys think? T.Y. start her off.
I mean, if I'm going to throw a name out there to automatically start with to get over 30 touchdowns, I'm going Josh Allen. So that's
he had
one
28 last year.
Really?
Yeah, he
Oh,
didn't.
you're right.
He was not one of those guys. So Josh Allen is in there now.
Okay.
I like it.
Now I
Who
feel
you thinking,
confident
Billy?
about
Mahomes. Actually, I back it up. I'm gonna my first pick, Burrow. Go Burrow.
Burrow. He did have over 40
that.
last
That's a
year.
good one. That's a good
I'm
one.
gonna throw a high ball out there. He missed 2 games, 2 very important games. He's also hurt. I think he has a hurt finger now.
He's not hurt.
He's not hurt.
No, he's hurt. I just know who you're talking about. He's not going to throw 30.
Jordan Love. I think he throws for 30.
Think so? Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, fine. I'll change it up. Dak. Dak's going to throw for 30. He's going to be healthy this year. He's going to throw for 30. He's going to need to. He doesn't have a running back.
So, all right. So I threw Josh Allen in there.
Mm-hmm.
Billy, you put in Burrow.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Luke,
going to
you
go
put in
Dak.
Dak.
Only because he got injured.
What about? Okay, so you said Baker before. I'll throw Baker in there. I think
Yeah.
he'll do it again.
Okay. Yeah, he's
That's
so
4.
loaded at wide receiver.
Yeah.
Herbert?
Ooh. I really like that one.
Herbert likes to throw.
Yeah.
And,
he does.
and Keenan Allen re-signed with the Chargers.
Yes,
he
he
did.
did.
You're right.
So
And you got Ladd and you got Quentin Johnson. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got some weapons.
That could
yeah,
be
he
a big one.
does. I like those 5. So we can't do 6 for the parlay because it cuts us off at 5.
Okay,
So
it's gotta
we're
be
going to
5.
throw in those 5.
Well, okay. Well, before we, what about like Jared Goff?
Mhm.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
going to, no matter what.
Do we like him over anyone else, or do we like the 5? I like the 5 we have. I'm just.
I like the 5 we have. Let's see what happens.
All right.
I mean, obviously, a lot of those guys are underdogs. So, I mean,
we didn't put Mahomes or Lamar Jackson in there.
Mahomes didn't hit 30 last year either.
I feel
If
like
I
he had
rem-
an awful year last year.
I
Yeah.
think he had 28 last year.
You know, a lot of people also poop on Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers had a better statistical year than Patrick Mahomes did. Just FYI.
Mhm. You guys remember who the 5 were?
No.
Burrow, that running back Lamar, Goff, Baker.
Uh,
And then there was a guy who just barely scraped in there.
Gino.
Brock Purdy.
Sam Darnold.
Sam
Oh,
Darnold.
yeah.
You sure it wasn't Geno Smith?
It was not.
Okay.
Fact check me on that one because
I
I
am
just went off
right
the
now.
top of my head. Just off the top.
All right. So you're ready? Okay. Burrow had 43.
Yep.
Lamar had 41. Baker had 41. Jared Goff had 37. And Darnold had 35. Next up was Bo Nix at 29.
Oh,
Josh
wow.
Allen, Aaron Rodgers at 28. And Mahomes at 26. And then it kind of Jaden Daniels 25, Jordan Love 25, Herbert 23, Kyler Murray 21. And then it just kind of falls off from there. Purdy had 20. So
Okay.
But Caleb Williams had 20 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
And broken nail on
Our
the process.
I heard, and this is again just all over the internet, that Caleb Williams is so excited that they're allowing male cheerleaders now in the NFL. So
Oh, no,
Again,
don't go there. Don't go there.
I don't know
Get
what
us
that
canceled.
means, but that's just I'm hearing it online. I'm seeing it on TikTok everywhere. So
Yeah. The Vikings are having male cheerleaders. Whatever. There's been male cheerleaders in the past.
I don't care. I just
Look at the Green Bay Packers cheerleaders. Isn't it like a high school team or
We don't
something
have
like
any.
that? We don't have any?
No.
I thought it was like a high school that came on over and they're like, hey, showing up.
I don't know. It's a good
I don't
question.
That
They
was,
have a-
I thought
they have a
that's what it was
mascot.
back in the day.
I think it's like they don't have a mascot. They don't actually have like a mascot in the field. Like,
I mean, we
That's
got
probably
Darth
good.
Vader who sits there in row 1 in the end zone every. I mean, I'll take Darth Vader all decked out in Green Bay Packers stuff. That super fan, like
Chicago,
Sat right
I am
behind-
your father.
that works.
That works.
That works. I like that one.
Okay. Well, it's going to be an exciting year. A lot of changes happened. A lot of growth, I think, is going to happen. Luca, I pray that Jordan Love just absolutely explodes this year. We do have a pretty tough schedule. I'm really hoping that we can just keep up with it and not look like the team we are in the preseason. But again, it's our seconds and thirds playing, and you can't really get a good feel for how a team's going to play in the preseason. But I really do hope Jordan Love can turn it on this year and become that guy. Like Aaron Rodgers, it was his third season where he became an MVP.
Yep.
This will be Jordan Love's third season.
Super Bowl. Won the
You know,
Super
not
Bowl.
to-
Yeah.
Not to hold him to those expectations, but
TUS, you talk about expectations, and you're always like, prove me wrong, blah, blah,
Yes,
blah.
please do.
Like they actually care. You know what? I think I owe somebody an apology from last week. I said, I don't know how this guy got drafted, and I wasn't very nice to him. I'm talking about Graham Mertz.
Okay.
You know what? This week, Texas won 20-3. He was the second best quarterback on that team as far as quarterback ranking. He threw a perfect game. Like, he didn't have a missed ball at all. So
you mean
my
not
apologies-
Texas, but the Houston Texans.
Yeah, the Texans. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
My apologies to Graham Mertz. You were lights out. You were 2 for 2 for 2 yards, and
Jesus.
you were the second best quarterback that played in that game based off your QBR behind Stroud. And I my bad. Like, I can see why you got drafted.
Oh man.
wondering where you're going with that. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
this is going somewhere.
Yep. You know what? We'll have to see if he makes that team, because you got CJ Stroud, you got David Millis, who is the entrenched backup.
Millis?
And you got the David Millis.
David Mills?
Millis.
Wait, there's an I in there?
I'm pretty sure. Look it up.
It's after the M and before the L. Yes. Wait, can we talk about ESPN and how when you're looking at the box score, they can't get jersey numbers right? Like, why is Woody Marks number 270? Why is Jordan 220? JJ Taylor's number 260? Like, who's running the site? Why can't they get the numbers right? Miles Bryant, number 200.
I did fact my check.
Wait,
So-
27D.
It's David Mills. My bad. It's not Millis.
Yeah.
So
None of us
all
are pros at English. It's our second language.
right shooter, right shooter.
Shooter.
The beers.
Is it safe to say that the next episode is going to be our fantasy episode, our fantasy preview episode, where we kind of like say what we think about fantasy football?
I think that's going to be our live Labor Day episode.
But we have people that are asking to see if we can grade their teams from their fantasy football drafts.
Why do they want three scumbags like us to do that?
Yeah, because right.
We have mics. We may not be experts, but we have mics. But there is somebody that sent us their roster. They said, "Hey, grade my roster. Tell me what you guys think."
Well, if there's a Y in his name, whether it starts with an N or a B, no. I'm kidding.
Oh, get out of here. Yeah.
Of
Nathan
course.
sent us his roster. He had
Nathan
the
with a
7th
Y.
overall pick, and he's like, grade my roster. Grade my roster.
Yeah, maybe we can do that. Maybe we'll grade a couple rosters. We'll start with fantasy because we got a lot to fill in when we're live. When we get together on Labor Day.
Mhm.
So yeah, maybe let's try to develop a fantasy episode for next week. So
I think
Is
we
that
kind of
next
led
week
into
already?
it with our fantasy bench cut.
yeah, I agree. Agreed. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try and put together a fantasy episode. So Nathan with a Y, we will try to grade your team next year.
Is it really Nathan with
Next
a Y?
year.
I was wondering if you'd catch that next week. It's not Nathan with a Y, but because Brian has a Y, Nathan now has a Y.
They all have Ys.
Yep.
Nathan. I mean, let's just like talk about that Colts guy with his awesome anthem. How he neighs at the end of it.
I hate that guy. No, I'm not talking about that guy.
That was so angry.
That guy's a clown. I mean, not that we're any better, but that guy, no.
That dude was on the field before the Packer game. He's like, he sang the whole entire thing. I was like,
No.
this is getting me going. Let's go.
That's foul, dude. No.
foul. I thought I used foul in there.
Such a bully. Like, you can't just let the organization let some dude who's getting some follows online just belt out his anthem and everything.
Props to him. He has more followers than us.
Yeah, right.
He's doing something right. That
He's
should
got
be
something.
a fantasy punishment.
That should be a fantasy.
Whoever loses has to make their own, whatever team they root for, which would probably be the Packers, except Bruce if he's a Lions fan. Fuck Bruce.
Fuck.
And has to make a song like that and do some chant at the end, like this chump did with the Colts neighing.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean,
I would love to see Bruce meow
Yes.
like a lion, like neutered, like meow.
oh boy.
That would be
purr.
great.
He gets to purr.
He's going to get neutered in fantasy football this year.
He'll probably purr next to his championship belt.
Yeah, he's gonna have that. So
Is Bruce a furry? Is he going to come dressed like as a furry lion and everything? Is he that weird?
nope, he's not that weird. No,
I don't know. He's a Lions fan. He sounds kind of weird.
I can tell you, he's not a furry. I can tell you that much. It's yeah.
Oh, you know from experience. Got it.
Yep,
Good
absolutely.
to know. Good to know.
If you had to convert and be a fan of one team in the NFC North, would you not pick the Lions?
Boy, in the NFC North,
Yeah, I mean, because I'm not going to be a Bears fan. I'm not going to be a Vikings fan. Certainly not going to be a Vikings fan. Like, I would probably, if I had to pick, I'd go with Lions.
but that's a great question.
I feel like it's a suicidal question. If you're a fan of them, like,
So
get
is
Detroit.
the other option to just not like football?
Yeah, you could just not like football ever again. You have to like train yourself to not like
Ooh.
football anymore. Not just
Ouch.
wave a magic wand and you never like football. You have to train yourself to stop watching football.
Oh man, that's tough. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that means a lot of things. No more fantasy football. You lose all your football gear.
Yep.
Everything's just a distant memory. All your memorabilia gone. Or you convert to an NFC North team to root for.
Oh, this is a would you rather.
So this is going to be a weird topic coming from me, weird conversation, but for me, I still can't say the Bears, but I've always enjoyed watching the Packers versus the Bears. I've always enjoyed just seeing the colors, even if it is on like a cool, crisp fall morning, and then a fall afternoon, the Bears are on TV, the Packers are on TV. I can't. I guess I'd have to go Lions, as hard as it pains me.
I can see how it'd be easy to like. Oh, I'm a Bears fan, because there's so much history behind the team, oldest team in the NFL, along with who? That was a trivia question months ago.
Yep, Chicago Cardinals.
There you go. I can see where it's like, okay, I can convert to be a Bears fan because of just that history, but I was like, no, not doing it. And Vikings, I've never liked the Vikings, and I never will like the Vikings. Yeah, so it's never going to be the Vikings. I lean Lions.
I hate the Vikings more than the Bears, though. I will say that.
Agreed.
So.
Okay. Luke is just sitting there secretly under his Packers t-shirt. He's got like a Caleb Williams jersey or something. He's not saying anything.
Painting my nails over here, guys.
You're gonna do what Jim McMahon did and take your shirt off to reveal a Bears.
Yeah, that was so
Bears jersey.
I do have the excuse of like, hey, my great uncle started the team, so like I could easily just go on to that. But
no thanks.
No, we're good.
But actually admitting to being a Bears fan I don't know how I didn't like get my ass whooped in Chicago how many different times, like talking so much trash back in the day down there to them or worse. I just can't turn around and support that. It definitely not the Vikings. That's gross.
Yeah.
So process of elimination leaves the Lions.
I don't know that I could. Like, I might have to give up football.
Really? So that means you would have to get rid of basically what you're wearing now. Your Packers hat, your Packers shirt, gone. Every memorabilia, every fantasy football. But I can see why you'd give up fantasy football because you suck at it and you don't win. So it's probably easier for you to give up.
Wow.
Damn. Shots fired. That was deep.
I was just trying to think of like what do men do that are not into like football? Like, what are their hobbies? Like, are there any like?
Well, I know somebody we could
Velcro.
Velcro? What?
I don't know what guys do. Like, I don't know. I'm scrambling here. Like, what do guys do other than watch football?
Soccer fans, maybe.
Oh, so move to Europe. Got it.
Yeah, what?
That's the only way. I would have to move out of the country. Like
NASCAR fans, maybe. They're into racing. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe there are sophisticated gentlemen out there that just read books and they expand their mind. I don't know.
I got Waldo. I read that all the time.
Cat in the Hat.
Yeah. I was about to say I'm working on that one.
I read magazines for their pictures. So I also watch my books on TV.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with that.
I feel like that's
Harry
good.
Potter. Whoop, whoop.
So, I'm not going to read the book. I'm going to watch it on the movie screen. So
yeah.
But
who reads anymore other than all of our wives together?
Exactly. Yeah. They're going someplace crazy. Some bookstore, I guess they're going to. I don't know.
Oh, I heard about that. As like we're doing the draft and stuff on Sunday. Oh, so you'll probably be with them.
I won't be there.
No, you'll be auto drafting.
I'll be with. I'm not in that league.
I know.
So I'll be not doing that stuff. Anyway, that's about it for today, fellas.
We did it. We did it.
All right. So let's plan on fantasy football a little bit more next week. Great episode today, guys, but it was just fun talking, shooting the shit. Franchise bench cut was a lot of fun with those receivers. I think there's a lot of really good receivers in the NFL. Closing words from you guys?
I want a franchise bench cut from other comments. People who like, we just need to splice this little part of the reel out there. Like, who do you guys want us to do for a franchise bench cut?
Yeah, absolutely. Let us know. If there's anyone you want to know, we'll let you know our thoughts. Billy, anything?
Yeah, I got something. You hit me with some really tough ones today. I felt like I couldn't answer. It was very hard. I would be afraid if we did the Burp franchise bench cut because I fear
Oh,
I would be cut. I feel
oh
like
my God, guys.
he
that's
didn't
crazy.
perform. Cut Bildo.
That would be so crazy. All right.
No.
Well,
That would be
we'll see if
tough.
anyone wants to comment. You threw it out there, so we'll see.
No, I can accept that.
Okay. So I just want to quick bring this up, just let you guys know the good news. So Adam Schefter posted this, that for the first time in over 20 years, Rich Eisen is going to anchor SportsCenter tonight. Now that ESPN purchased NFL Network, they have purchased or employed again Rich Eisen. So good to see Rich Eisen back where it started on SportsCenter. So I know y'all ain't going to see it, but if you see this episode, yeah, just hi, Rich Eisen. It's good to see you.
Make SportsCenter great again. Have some analysts that actually know sports instead of somebody looking at a Barry Sanders jersey thinking it's Shooter Sanders. Like, get
Yeah, I
out
saw
of here.
that,
Not
yeah.
the right colors.
Yeah.
Like, the talent on there. It makes me feel like three guys with microphones who aren't even experts could go on there and do their job.
Yeah.
It's
I
giving
would
me hope.
gladly
That's the only
also
reason.
hop on an ESPN show and do it. So
Oh, yeah.
I've always been an ESPN fan my whole life. I've loved them since I can remember. I was lucky enough to go out to Connecticut and see their setup. It was back in 2018. Loved it. Loved the people. Got to see Golick and Wingo. Got to see the live program. Watched it. It was so much fun. So would love to be a part of that organization. But glad Rich Eisen is back.
Remember when they had a game show with like all these guys that had like talent and everything of sports, and they had to answer all these questions, and that one guy won a job on the show, and like the very end of the game show was him answering all these things and pushing the limits to see how much he was going to make that year. And I distinctly remember him like finishing with 95K. I was like, dang, that's a pretty good salary. And it was like mid 2000s, I think, or I'd have to look it up. But this guy like wanted to be an analyst on the show. And
look it up and bring it to us next week.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, fellas, it's time for Luca to do something weird.
In the words of Stu, booyah.
Yeah, tuning into the Burp. Let's get it. Let's get it.